My friends call me Daisy. My older sister calls me crazy. Well, you see, I will admit that I have gone through a number of phases in my life, and I did not discover scouting until I was in my middle age. So my family thought that it was just another one of my phases, so they called it Girl Scouting. Well, little did they know how serious I was and how much I wanted more meaning in my life. And little did I know that at scouting would revolutionize my life. I started with a few girls in Savannah, Georgia in 1912, and all of them wanted to be more physically fit and to play sports, which was fine, but their parents didn't want them to do anything physical for fear of their becoming tomboys. Now, I have faced this issue myself previously. So I called a parents' meeting and I said, you may not know this, but I was a tomboy myself as a child, and I think you should know that I am living proof that a tomboy can grow into a respectable, deaf, older lady. So you see, what is the harm in some girls taking a hike? There was no response. Well, or in helping elders to cross the street. Aha, or in playing basketball. Basketball, they said. Basketball, you cannot have our girls playing basketball. They'd have to wear bloomers. That's unladylike. Someone would see their legs. And I thought, we will have to get, we will build a fence around our entire playing field, and then I will have some kind of canvas curtains mounted to hang all the way around. So now when the Girl Scouts of Savannah want to go to play basketball, they change into their midi blouses and pumpkin-shaped black bloomers at headquarters. They scoot across the street. Oh, but first they button up their long black cotton coats that I had made for them all the way to the floor. And then they scoot across the street, they pull the curtains closed all the way around the field, and then they take off their coats and they play basketball to their heart's content. And their black stocking legs are safe from the eyes of passers-by, and their reputations are unsullied. I find that long discussions bore me. And there was once this endless discussion going on about what are the right shoes for all of the scouts. And shopping myself one day, I found the perfect pair. And so I bought cases and cases of them, and I bought a pair for myself. And at the next National Board meeting, the ladies wanted to know what the shoes looked like, and so I stood and tucked my skirt between my legs and then stood on my head to show them. You'll be glad to know the ladies approved. Well, now, you mustn't get the idea that I'm trying to say that I don't make mistakes. For example, I was one of Savannah's first lady drivers. Now, driving an automobile requires coordination and concentration. And one time, as I was attempting a right turn, I accidentally put my foot on the accelerator rather than the brake, and that caused my car to charge forward into the wall of a house. And there I sat, face to face with a family having lunch. And I backed out, and I drove along until I came to my brother's, came to a telephone where I could call my brother, who was a lawyer, and he said, "What did you say to them?" And I said, "I didn't say anything. I had already interrupted their lunch. It didn't seem polite." So you see, what I try to do when I make mistakes is take a lesson from them. And that lesson has to do with minding your manners, admitting your mistake, and carrying on as best you can. I thank you so much for your kind attention.